Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, Mr. Welcome back to MotoGP 18, where Mario McDonald is charging towards Dovi in the championship. Can he get even closer after a visit to the Brno circuit in the Czech Republic? So here goes Mario in for the first of two possible qualifying efforts, as he's got riders coming out pit lane in front. Good job. As he's got to beat Baptista's 53.5. I think that's his teammate. Homero Carabeo in front, giving him a bit of a tow. Sure Alvo won't agree with that, as he got a long circuit here. Very tricky circuit to get right as well. But Mario, 10th of a second up, and still getting the benefit of a tow down these straights. Gets all the way down to second. Could he get away with getting it down to first, maybe? We'll see, as this is the technical part of the lap. He's about to getting held up slightly now. Goes downhill. See the crowd going crazy all around as he's caught a second back. Once again getting a tow down this straight. There's not going to be a good lap if he remains 9A Ram, no. Or is it Baptista in front? Because one rider could mean it's a good lap, one rider could mean it's not a good lap. As now he's about to get caught of a second up. As he goes into the final couple of corners. So difficult to get right, and he's gone a bit wide. Horrible end to that. But going towards the line, this could be quickest. Yes, 53.5, but he needs to go quicker than that. No doubt about that. Needs to maybe do a 52.8 or 9. To be guaranteed to get through to qualifying 2. But at least he's not doing the tactics that he did to Bradley Smith. Oh, and I'm guessing that's Baptista in front. Oh, so he's a quarter second up again. Was it a quarter of a second? Did I have the timing right round here? I'm going to check it's been calibrated and all that. So gets it all the way down to first now. As you can see, the yellow fever on the right hand side coming up. So a bit of a bump there when you got on the power. Got to be careful of that. So right, hooking up these curves, hooking up these apexes on this lap. But he's half a second behind Petrucci, does a 51.1. Not just thinking about 52s, has to be in the 51s. Why is he going to pull that out of his arse in his final sector? Now he's having to battle with this rider. Going uphill though, hits the apex. And a bit wide through the right. Gets on the power hard. Destin half a second behind Petrucci. Still going to have to find time somehow though in these last couple of corners. As he gets smoothly on the power, heads towards the line. No! Or does he use his final lap and then doesn't qualify? And qualifying 3. We'll see how he does in clean air, shall we? Mario's pushing hard now. Using the engine braking all the time. That's overly so, as he does a personal best in the first sector. Just slower than Petrucci. In his middle sector, we expect him to lose time though. As he's using all the curves, using all the tricks he can. Fine that time. So you kind of ease it into that left hand. They need to be a bit more aggressive than that. He's 4 tenths down. It's still a personal best, but just. As we go into the final part of this lap. And downhill, nice and smooth for the right. Nice and smooth on the power as well. And uphill through the left. Through the right. Nicely on the power. He's gained a 10th. Now can he nail these last couple of corners though? This is where he's been having difficulty. Oh, hooked up the penultimate corner beautifully. And holding the power out the final corner. Towards the line. No, it's not there. As Petrucci and Pedrosa go through, Mayo just missing out. He will lead the 5th row. On this occasion, ahead of Paul Espargo and Alvaro Bautista. Then we've got Tito Rabat, Surin and Nakagami. Then on the 7th row, Reddin, Smith and Espargro. On the 8th row, Luti, Simeon and Abraham, the home hero, with Morbidelli in the last. So once again for Mayo, he's got to get his overtaking boots on in the race. So here's Mayo on the 5th row. Revving up, waiting for the lights. 2, go. Out as we've got 7 laps here in Brno. He does not get a good start. Already dropped down to 15th. They're all going a bit slow in front though. He's going to the first corner. Mayo's a little look. He gets past the Spargo. And now looking down the inside of Bautista maybe. He's looking down the inside of the Suzuki. And the Honda. Oh, but Mayo hooked up that curb beautifully. Down the inside. Oh, he's almost down. Instead, he's into the top 10. He's up to 9th ahead of Zarco. He's looking to make the move on his other teammate now. That's all. He gets a bit all over the curb there. Now his other team has shuffled out onto the grass. Oh, Mayo hit by Pedrosa in the air. How is he still going? Why are those two bonkers opening up? He's in 11th somehow. I don't know how he survived it. That's how Pedrosa wants a little look at the action. Mayo says no. As Crutcho battling Marquez to be top Honda. As Miller's battling with Zarco in front, so is Petrucci rounding out the top 10. See your turn. As we've got 3 Premax in a row again in the race. As Dovi leads ahead of Rossi, Vinales, Crutcho, Marquez, Rins, Lorenzo, Zarco, and the Premax. I'm sure that is a new sitcom idea that MotoGP would develop. As Mayo gets a superb run out of the first corner, right on the toe. His teammate. Next to the inside. But having none of it. Oh, he pushes Mayo wide. Well, if he wanted to see if Miller liked Mayo, maybe that answers your question. Used to be buddies. Not anymore. Mayo just shoves it down the inside of Miller. Like, okay, you want to push me wide? I'll just block past your ass. It's all Mayo all over the grass. As he gets into the top 10. Well, Lorenzo's battling with Rins for 6th. Both old and young Spaniard there. No, once again, rebuffing Miller. Which again could be another sitcom idea. Let's go up the hill. This second lap. Now McDonald's the sandwich in his teammate train. As they're battling hard in front. Top 5 definitely on the order for Mario. As he enters that with 51.5, less than a second solo in Dobby, still leads ahead of Rossi Bernardes. Marcus and Crutchlow. So taking the very wide line. It's so smooth on the power out that first corner. He gets such a good run. So well, Petrucci and Zarco battle. Mario tries to sandwich them. Now he gets the elbows out on Petrucci. Oh, but Zarco really blocks him with an neck strike, but he is up into 9th. So he goes down the inside of Zarco, the Tech 3, shuffled back. Mario being very aggressive this race. He's up to 8th. Now on the tail end of this Spaniard battle, you can actually see 4th maybe on the horizon. Maybe that's why he's pushing so hard. Early stage of this race. There's Lorenzo very slow there. Rins jumped him like he was not even there. Mario trying to join in, just not got confidence breaking downhill there. Or breaking uphill. Or going uphill. That's Alicia Spargo having a horror race, battling over 20 seconds. So used to him battling over points. Not over, just above last. To go across the line, Dovi, Rossi and Bernardes, they're your top 3. Then there's a bit of a gap to Marquez, Crutchlow, Rins, Lorenzo, McDonald, Zarco and Petrucci. There's all Mario very wide there, come on. That first corner's such a strength, you can nail it. Pretty big weakness if you don't. As here comes Zarco and Petrucci. Not very happy with Mario's behaviour, it looks like. Mario telling the back away. Make a bit slower into the next corner. But despite these two battling, they are still sticking to Crutchlow and Marcus's tail. Especially in this middle sector. It's all Mario very wide there. That was almost too inviting for Zarco and Petrucci. Or not. Look at Petrucci try and battle his way by. Mario having none of it though. Forcing his teammate wide. Saying, I'm trying to battle here for 7th. I'm going for the championship. What are you doing, Danilo? Just look at that rear end, just not giving any traction. You've seen his braking's a bit haphazard as well this race for Mario. Strong, get the power down. This is not a good race bike. We're so used to it being so. But it's been almost every race so far. As Rossi now leads ahead of Dovi, Bernardes, Marquez and Crutchlow. Some good news for Mario then. Some rare good news this Brno race weekend. As we're in the second half of the race. 3 laps to go. Oh, Dovi takes it back from his fellow countryman. Oh, look at that braking from Mario. Got the engine braking right there. He's all over Lorenzo. He's all over Rins. Rins a bit of a cork on bottle there. So Lorenzo forcing his way through. Can Mario take advantage of this? Once again, wide in the middle sector. Just when he needs to be nailed in these corners. That's better downhill. And through the right. Once again, struggling for traction, but not as much as Rins, who was forced to give that up to Lorenzo. So here's Mayo down the inside for 7th. You can sense 6th as well. Down the inside of Lorenzo, not quite. Jorge holds on. Or does he? As Mayo batters his battering ram there. Up into 6th. And now he's just pissing off everyone, Ducati, is he? He's batting Dobby for the title. He's hit off his teammate Rins. Not got the best of relationship with his teammates. He sets a 51.3, one of his fastest laps of the race so far. He's gone to the penultimate of that. As he hunts down the top 5. That would be some save this weekend. To be fair, 6th is some save after that qualifying. How poor the bike has been as well. Normally Ducati's normally good around here, but only Dobby's really got it working. As Rins half a second behind. Oh, Mario really hooking up that curb. Hooking it up too well, but he is catching on Crutch though. Now he's hitting apexes. Top 5 does that for you. He's less than half a second back. Oh, he's got some toe. He's got a slipstream on Crutch though. You go down there inside the LCR, not quite. Be the best of the independent riders as well. Goes for the left, for the right. Really struggling for traction as Rins is dropping back. 7/10 back now for the Suzuki. As he go on to the final lap. Rossi leading, Dovizioso in second. Mayo charging for top 5. Runvales, Marquez and Crutch are in the way. So he got a good run off the first corner. Not as good as he had previously though. Not quite in the slipstream. And that dangerous toe. For Crutch though. He's very good at breaking into that left-hander. And through the right. If he can stay close in this middle set to where Crutch is pretty good. You never know. Mayo batting with that rear, as you would expect on the final lap of a race. Especially when he's ridden so hard just to beat. It's down to 13th. Would you believe it for Mayo? Always like that rear tyre was going, but to go on the final lap. Can he even salvage 12th now from Bautista? The tyres don't really look that worn. How has he gone down this lap and not the last lap? As he just stays ahead of Paul Espargaro. Can he dive down the inside of Bautista? These final couple corners. Not quite as Rossi wins. Head of Dovi. But for Mayo, he ends up where he began, down in 13th. Oh, shake your head, son. Could have just sailed for 6th, push for a top 5, and in the end it bit him in his arse. And it's going to be very sore tomorrow, as the old man Rossi wins ahead of Dovi by just half a second, with Vinales completing a double podium for Yamaha ahead of Marquez and Crutchlow. Then Rins, Zarco, Petrucci, Pedrosa and Miller, Inoni, Bautista and Mayo McDonald down in 13th. You can see he had top 5 pace, if you look at as fast as that, but in the end fell short as Paul Espargaro in 14th. Jorge Lorenzo grabs a point. He also be grabbing Mayo's neck maybe after this race, with Surin just missing out on a point by a couple of seconds, so close. You've got Nakagami, Morbidelli, Scott Redding, Rabat, Cal Abraham in last on home turf. As in the Riders' Championship, Dovizioso now leads by over a race win, 30 points ahead of Mayo, with Vinales up to third ahead of Marquez, and Rossi comfortable in 5th now after his victory ahead of Zarco. Rins, Petrucci, Crutchlow up to 9th ahead of Jorge Lorenzo, then Inoni, Pedrosa, Miller, Paul Espargaro, Javier Bautista. Then your not so regular point scorers, Tito Rabat and Scott Redding 16th and 17th. As in the constructors standing, Shikati 36 points ahead of Yamaha, who closed the gap slightly, with Honda in third 23 points further back. Then Suzuki, KTM and Aprilia. Well, in the teams championships, a 15-point gap now between Yamaha and Pramac. They're gaining. And then we've got Ducati, Honda and Suzuki. Then the Tech 3 LCR, KTM and Gugnato, Avintia and Aprilia in 11th, with the other LCR bike and Mark VDS yet to score. So for Mario, for the first time with Pramac, he has not achieved anything. And there probably won't be any developments for the next race. As in Moto2, it was Alex Marquez avenging his brother's defeat in MotoGP by winning ahead of Baldassarri and Verge. And then how many overtakes took place in today's Moto3 race as Jorge Martin won ahead of Bezzecchi and Bastianini. I say avenged, Marquez wasn't really in that top 3 fight, but for Mario it is definitely the low point of his MotoGP career so far. Look how consistent he was the first half of the year. Can he bounce back round the Red Bull Ring in Austria next time? He needs to if he wants to fight for this championship. Sound for watching and find out if he does then.